Hello, hi, my name is Margaret. I'm just taking this opportunity to be able to talk about what's going on in this country for the past few days. Um, and I would like to take this opportunity to just condolence with David, I'm sorry, to condolence with George Floyd family. I just want to let you know that you are not alone. We are going to fight until justice be done to George Floyd. And I'm so happy that yesterday this police officer that was kneeling on the neck of a young man, a brown skinned African American, kneeling on his neck in a broad daylight, even though he was complaining that I can't breathe. He put in his hand in his pockets while kneeling on his neck with his knees, even though George complained that I can't breathe. And to my surprise, is there were some other police officers by standing on the scene, and none of them took action to even stop this horrible murder. Maybe if they could have stepped in and stopped this another police officer, since they were already handcuffed him and kneeling on his neck, he could not resist. So maybe they could have take time and talk to this police officer and stop them, because as a police officer, you have a right to protect us. And that's what you're swearing for, to protect the community. And if you see the justice has not been done, you see one of your colleague, a police officer, is kneeling in someone's neck, you should have your guard, your moral guard, that hey, stop. But none of them didn't do anything. This man died just like that. And thank God, this police officer that cold-blooded George Floyd in in broad daylight has been charged with third-degree murder. And I feel like even the police officer that were standing by on the scene should have been charged. Being fired is not enough. They should have been charged, because if you can witness a death, you can witness someone is killing someone, and you don't do anything until he's dead. So what good do you protect? What is your purpose of protecting the community? So you are not protecting us. It has been long time. It has been over and over. We see so many brown-skinned people being killed just like this, and nothing happens. I'm urging everybody, all American citizens, to stand up and fight. If my son Christopher said, Mommy, don't call me black because I'm not black. My skin is brown, and their skin is light. Nobody's black, nobody's black, nobody is white. But we are light skin and brown skin. And we don't have no any difference. We are all equal. Just because of my pigmentation, I have more pigment, skin color, than the other person who is lighter skin, doesn't make you or doesn't make me a better person. Or it doesn't make me less or more than the other person. We all are human beings. We are created by the image of Almighty God. And we all deserve love, respect, compassion. I'm urging Americans to come together, to understand that Just because you're different from me, just because you have a pale or white skin or light skin or brown skin or tanned skin, you think that you're better than the other person who has different skin than you. We are all the same. We are created by the same God with his own image. And he has a reason why, for God's sake, he created us different, because he wanted us to be different, special in our skin pigmentation. Other than that, we are not different, because I can take two light skinned person and put them together, light skinned person and one brown skinned person, and put them together in one room and deprive them of oxygen. All of them will suffocate, will cry for air. Not only one person, not only light skin will say, oh, I don't need the air. And then the brown will say, I need the air. No. All of us will suffocate if we deprived of oxygen. So that tells you that we are all equal. We are not uh, characterized by the color of our skin, but the character of our character. So I'm urging Americans, if you are a police officer, if you are a president, if you are a nurse, if you are a doctor, if you are a firefighter, if you are anybody who is influenced, has influence, if you are a priest, pastors, please, bishop, please stand up and talk. Let's fight. Let's condemn this bad behavior. Let's condemn this immoral behavior that is happening in our country. This is not America that I was dreaming when I was in Tanzania. This is different America. What kind of life do we want to pass on in our kids? What kind of the world that we want to pass on in the next generation if we are killing our own? I just want to give thanks again to people that came up and talk and say something about what's going on in the country. And I just say, don't be afraid to talk. Maybe what you say might make a difference. Like I say, if the other police officer could have stopped that police officer that killed Mr. Floyd, maybe he could have not died. But because we keep quiet, they didn't say anything. We need to sit up and say something. I don't care if you are light skinned, I don't care if you are brown skinned, we are all Americans. We are all the citizens of America. We are all created by the image of God. We should stand up and fight for what is right and do what is right. Even when Jesus went to the synagogue, if you read the Bible, he found that there were people selling stuff in the God's house. What did he do? He stood up and kicked everything out of the synagogue. He didn't scared of being talked about. He didn't scared of being blasted in a media. He didn't care about that. What he cared about was he did what was right. So we need to do what is right. If you're scared that, oh, if I come and talk, maybe people are not going to like me. Maybe people will say this. Maybe my business is not going to go. No. If you're doing the right thing, nothing gonna happen to you. People will always say, people will always talk, they will always criticize. But if you're doing the right thing, because if people like Martin Luther King could have not stood up, we could have not be where we are. Maybe the civil rights movement could have not happened. Maybe the women movement could have not happened if the women could not get up and talk and fight for their rights. And now we are fighting for the rights of brown-skinned people. As an American citizen, we have obligation, we have the right to fight, and we have the right to dignity and respect regardless of your color, of your pigmentation of your skin. It doesn't matter what skin color you have. What matters is human being who's created by the image of God. We are all equal. So I give shout out to Madonna and Hassan David for putting that nice dance, Michael Jackson. They don't care about us. And so I also, I was reading something in the news yesterday in the internet about Ice Cube, that it was supposed to go to Good Morning American, but he refused to go. He declined to go because, according to him, the statement in the internet saying that he didn't want to go to Good Morning America because you just talk and nothing happened. You still have to talk. You cannot keep quiet. Maybe you going to the American Good Morning America could make some difference. So if we keep quiet, if we don't talk, I'm telling you, we could have not been voting in this country as a brown skinned person. But because people like Martin Luther King fought, Malcolm X fought, J.F. Kennedy fought, that's why here. We are here and have a right to vote when we're not supposed to vote those years ago. So I'm just leaving you by saying that thank you very much. And if you receive this message, please pass it on. And I'm just urging Americans that we need to love each other. We need to care for each other. We need to realize that we are all human beings and we need to do the right thing. Uh, Thank you very much. And I just say, may God bless you. May God bless America. Thank you. Bye.